play by the outfield should be taken in as he starts to the boundary.
In the right spot. If you drift it onto the pads like he has done there, Pravasha, then if he finds the gap, very hard to stop it going for four. Very dry.
Well, that's gone very fine. That'll go to the fence. Just wide of the keeper Monia, and it's leg by. It took the pad.
It's the slip and dropped the second slip. Jadeja at second slip, diving across. The extra slip's just been put in.
Well, this is not what you want to see as a bowler, and that's a fairly straightforward chance. It went pretty quick. It was a thick outside edge.
At the moment. That's hit in the air, but very strongly down the ground for four. End of the over, 32 without loss. Smacking it away in front of square. Just cracked down short.
This is a great shot. He's dropped it short. He just onto the front foot, and he smashed it. Pull shot off the front foot.
Through the gate, but through the shot, Andrew Hudson. Indians needed that. And so the South Africans lose Hudson at 24.
Moving across a little bit, that's a strange one. He gets an inside edge and it sort of balloons down to fine leg, very fine, and there's a carry-on down there as well.
Pulled away. That is a decisive shot by Cullinan. 4 runs.
I'll take that one. There's no one out there in mid-wicket to protect that boundary.
Sneaking down the left side. So not given. End of the over. 87 for 1.
Well, I think this is close. In fact, I think he's lucky to be there. Well bowled. It was the
Driving straight. He's got it through. This should go away for 4, and it will, in fact. The Indian bowling and fielding effort below par.
keener about the whole match.
And there's 50 for Gary Kirsten. Well battled by the left-handed opening batsman Gary Kirsten.
Probably not the prettiest innings Gary Kirsten's ever played, but effective nonetheless. Good decision.
Looking for a second, and they'll get it too. Cullinan very quick between wickets. And that is the 50 for Daryll Cullinan.
Later in the day.
Well, that's gone through. And that is another boundary. There haven't been many of them today, but that was from the result of a missed field.
And also a quick delivery from this one from Centenary. He pushed this one through a bit more, and Cullinan's able to hit it behind point because of the pace of the delivery. And the man there quite close is Azzaruddin, and it's just gone almost straight through him.
Well, that's missed Azzaruddin too. He may well have got a nasty bounce, and we'll see on replay whether that's the case. But he appeared to be behind the ball, and it went by.
Yes, well, that's not a great way at all to start the session. Wonder what he had for his drink, and he's gone straight through him.
It's a loose one. He got hold out at mid-wicket, and taken. The side almost getting beaten with the ball dropping between him and the boundary edge. But in the end, he took it well, and Cullinan goes for 65. 167 now for 2. An expected high here today, at 26. It must be round about that. It's Hansi Cronje.
Well, this ball's short, and he really got onto it, but he hit it too flat. And that's a pretty good catch.
Score quickly.
Here we see it again. Hit it very well. Just picked that one.
In the simplest of return catches. And so Cronje goes caught and bowled to Kumble. That certainly wouldn't have stung his hands. Closed the face on it, spooned it back for the simplest of catches.
Well, this probably may be an indication that this track is getting slower. Cronje
concentration, and he threw his shot far too early. 174 for 3. Jumpy Rhodes just taking strike. You get a very good total under these conditions. And he's gone. Umpire Evan Watkin deciding in the affirmative for Kumble. So 174 for 4 now, South Africa.
Well, the first ball of the new over is swept very fine. In fact, it's almost going to go for 4. In fact, it does. Evan Watkin, the umpire.
Very nice, delicate sweep from Dave Callahan. Very fine indeed.
Off the back foot, that should be 4. It's split the two fieldsmen perfectly. Hurried on to him, he's gone, he's given out. Well, it was short, but it hurried through. He looked to pull it, and he struck on the pad. Even Watkins says, you're out. It may be interesting to look at the line and height of this one.
From ground level.
All right, that looks good. So all is well. Well done, Evan Watkins.
South Africa 201 for 5.
So David Richardson, the keeper for South Africa, a pretty useful batsman.
Always mistimed that as well. Oh, could be a run out here. Have a look at the replay. Brilliant piece of fielding.
It's hit all right, and yes, he's about 6 inches short, so he'll be getting the red light any second, Gary Kirsten. Here it goes, and that's a big breakthrough for the Indians at this point, because Kirsten has done the damage. He's occupied the crease. Now he's gone run out for 80, 201 for 6.
And he's got it over the fieldsman's head. Jed Dolker's not happy. It's sailed over his head for 4 runs.
So Raj, you're not happy with the end result of the meeting, because as soon as that ball went to the fence, he started to point and a few things. So that ball was right in the slot for hitting.
So the last ball of the innings, 222 for 6. Bowling to Richardson. The LBW appeal, and they'll finish with a leg by. And so after 50 overs, 223 for 6, South Africa. After at one stage looking as though they might get somewhere near 250. So Azradeem was able to put the screws on towards the end of the innings.
Sometimes. 4. Simple as that. 2 point. He played it so well, but full face in the bat, middled it beautifully to South Africa. That may be 4. In fact, it is 4. So a good shot. Second boundary. And that was a beautiful shot. This is why this young player is regarded as one of the best in the world. Didn't bounce much. It wasn't that short. It went like a rocket. And that's not a bad shot. Superb. Just keeps on going. He's all for strong back down the ground. At least a couple. Rose was pretty quick, so they won't come back to the third, and they don't.
Okay, buddy.
Hit it into the ground. It's going very quickly. It'll be a good save down there by Simcox. It is. Slow one. Good check shot there, though, from Jadeja. Took it all the way. Wow, that's beautiful turn. Just strokes through the covers into the over 39 without loss. There it goes. 4 runs. To get after.
Technical shot really, he's just gone through with it a bit more and stood and delivered and watched and hadn't bothered to run. There's no need to.
There it goes. He's got it straightened up. Yes, he has. And 56 it is.
Here we go. It wasn't really quite his delivery, even though he did use his feet. He had the bat very much on the outlet, so the ball going in through its trajectory, and he dragged it across really. I think initially he was trying to hit it straighter.
And up to 3.5 runs per over. Wide of the keeper and score with a streaky shot.
Well, I think it was you about a minute and a half ago again said, well, here was the chance, here was the genuine nick, and Dave Richardson could only dive across into space because well, it was there. No use rubbing your chin now. Had a chance to have him out.
Unbelievably light, aren't they? There's some sort of
the plastic type arrangement.
Driving gone. Well, frustration is set in here, and Tendulkar, trying to get on with the job, has driven in the air a straightforward catch. So the first Indian wicket has gone.
And here's the dismissal of Tendulkar, and almost frustrated. It's a very slow wicket.
So 61 for 1 India. Well, that is an absolutely sensational one-handed catch. You'll see the best you'll see anywhere. Tried to look it over but on. Mr. Back in New Zealand replay, and it went straight up there in that blue sky. The man of it all wasn't that keen. Dave Callahan, look at that. Fantastic.
A sensational outfield catch by Dave Callahan. And away it goes. Sidhu for 5. It's 73 for 2. Mohammad Azharuddin is the new player for India.
Here it is. It's going to be out short. Yes, it is. Kirsten in front of square, 2/3 of the way to the boundary.
Initially, I'm not sure he was trying to hit it in the air, and then all of a sudden he found he wasn't there, had hit up on it, and really he's just picked Kirsten out quite comfortably there. Took a good catch, well judged. 76 to 3.
Anil Kumble, the new man at the crease, the left-hander.
Speaking as a batsman, Glenn, well done.
In the air, but not carrying. This could go for 4. A good contest. No, beats the field. The risky player that he is, got enough on that ball. Oh, swing and a miss, and just as we were saying, Dave Richardson's doing a good job. He misses a stumping. Here we are from side on.
And look at his balance. He's leaning backwards. His balance, he swayed backwards, and really he didn't keep his position, his head position.
Over the top he goes. This is not a bad shot, and gets 6 runs. So, at last, we see a big boundary. Cameron opening his shoulders between mid-off. Goes again, and he just beats the man in post, and we'll get a couple here. So, they nearly... Oh, the two Indian batsmen nearly collided, and they had to detour to avoid each other, and we've got a third umpire job.
Oh, he's well out.
He's gone. Yes, no question about that. We just have to wait for the red light. He's on his way. Well, that's a disaster for India, just when they didn't need it. Cameron's getting things going. 118 for 4.
12 overs left for the Indians, and there we have it. They need 101 runs. Goes again. Over the top, that's a big hit. That's the first time today that the Indian batsmen have got over the fence.
Super shot from Srinath. That's sort of angling in. Killen's angling into his leg stump and timing it and whipping it. And rather flat too it went. Over the fence for 6.
Straight up in the air. Richardson waits. And that's the end of Cameo. Double wicket for South Africa. Another nail on the coffin for India.
Yes, well, Donald bowling short of a length of the stuff, not in the block hole. And Campbell trying to whip it round the leg side, getting a top edge and straight up in the air, and Richardson 2 or 3 places in. And takes a comfortable catch. Campbell on his way, he's out to 30. And India 148 for 5.
And that was Pravaka, the new batsman for India. Changing commentary now. Glenn Turner, Ian Smith.
This has gone fine enough. No, that's a good save. So the Villiers doing well then. It could be a run. The Villiers has done magnificently well to save the 4.
That's the ball, that's the ball, Glenn, the ball gone. And saves Pravaka with him. Excellent work by the Villiers. Let's have a look at this now. Pravaka was really... He looked for the 2, but I think he thought he was going to make it quite comfortably when the ball got away from the Villiers. He picked up, but look at the throw. Flat throw. So it gets it from A to B very quickly. B is the wicketkeeper. Off goes the bails. Off goes Mr. Pravaka.
Hitting it straightly. Trying to pull 6-6-6. So Srinath has been bounced by Donald. And his reply to that is to hit him over the wicket for 6. Pulling it away, not a bad looking shot. A bit of work out there for the fieldsman, and it's no run. Well played indeed.
Yes, well, that's just the start that the Indians needed. Last 4 overs. Civilius guilty of dropping short, and that's something you can't do on the slow wicket.
Good ball, but if you think through it, maybe run away for 4. Well, that's the best place to hit him if you can manage it.
Well, it's a bit unjust for the ball, and it's beautifully bowled, and just a thick bottom edge to the unguarded fine leg boundary.
Oh, he's gone in the air, straight up in the air. He should be out, and he is out. Well, Derek Simon does the job. A pretty straightforward catch. Good bowling from Donald, but Srinath in good hand. At 37 from 25 balls, he's on his way. Oh, that must be out. Yes, it is. He walked across in front of his stumps looking to whack it on the leg side. He was looking for some sort of opportunity to score. It didn't come. He hit on the pass. Very full.
So there we are. It's hitting pretty hard now. Prasad, the new man. The Williams the bowler.
Full toss, pushes it down. They may get 2. They should try for it. Yes, they're going to. And they'll get it comfortably. They need boundaries. 20 runs from 6 balls. Not possible, but quickly. They're swinging a miss. They're going to run through for 5 and they'll make it. So,
There's the equation.
3-6 run will do the job, isn't it? Oh, that's a wide one. He lunges himself at it, or launches himself at it, and gets one out into the deep. The kid's nearly come on, but it's too early. In he comes.
Look out for a wicket.
They're pushing down. They're looking for a single. There could be a run out. There is a run out, but that's the end of the game. It's purely academic. So a very good win to South Africa. Convincing indeed. They got 223, and the Indians were a little disappointing in the field and with their bowling. And in the end, they didn't quite make it with the bat.